Elder Moses Adetoyese Ojo. I am from Ifan Osun in Orolu local government. I'm in the mid 50s. I am a professional banker and a professional accountant. I worked with Nigerian Export-Import Bank for 15 years before I was called to be Commissioner for Finance and Economic Development in Osun State. I served as Commissioner for Finance in Osun State between July 18, 2007 to January 28, 2010. When I was Commissioner for Finance, I initiated and I completed the first financial regulation for Osun State. Before my emergence, there was no financial regulation in Osun State. So I initiated it and I concluded it. And that is what is being used as of today, even by Aregbesola administration. Osun State is in total mess in terms of finances. When this regime came in, before they came in, they were making noise that the regime borrowed money and all these things. And for 7.5 years that PDP ruled in Osun State, there was no money borrowed except during the last stage when we borrowed 18.3 billion naira to do some infrastructural project, among which are 8 stadiums, some schools, and all these things. And before the exit of Oyinlola, we were only able to access 9 billion. Remaining 9.3 billion naira was still in the cover of Osun State. And within 100 days, Aregbesola finished the money. PDP government, without borrowing any money, were able to establish Osun State University with 6 campuses. It is on record. And the UNESCO adopted the system of multi-campus, and they commended PDP government at that time. Black culture, Office of Black Culture and International Heritage was done, and when we were doing it, Aregbesola, outside the government, was criticizing it. Today, he has made the place his second office. And as of today, the debt profile of Osun State is in the region of almost 500 billion, without any appreciable thing that we could say he has done. Apart from that, this government went and accessed 60 billion naira bond in a bid to do some project, whereas we have not seen any project that is being done. So it's only God that will save Osun State. And people like Senator Misore, because of his weight of experience. Well, I don't blame the present Commissioner for Finance because he wasn't privy to all these things, and he's so lazy that he doesn't want to learn. If he had gone into Appropriation Act, Federal Appropriation Act, 2007 to 2011, he would have seen where money was appropriated and how money was released. If he had ventured into wanting to know, he would have known. Gbagan Ilaudo Kwara boundary was and is still the baby of Senator Iyola Omisore. As chairman of appropriation in the Senate, he influenced the fixing of that in the Appropriation Act. And it was divided into 3 phases. Gbagan Sekona Akoda to Ilaudo, Kwara boundary. The drawing was done and was paid for. The contractors were mobilized. COPEC was mobilized on the road, and Oyinlola did the second phase, that is second to Old Garage, and was dualized, and it was properly done. And the third phase is Old Garage to Ilaudo Kwara boundary, and that was already awarded too. The drawing was done, and it was awarded. But unfortunately, when Aregbesola came in, he awarded the project that was already awarded for 9.8 billion. He awarded it for 19.8 without any reason. And if you go there now, what is being done is just to dig grants and all these things. And on this road, he already he obtained so much loan that it's only God knows. And apart from that, other federal roads that we have is present in Osun State is Osogbo Ilesa Road, Osogbo Oko Road, that was put in the Appropriation Act by Senator Omisore, and it's being done. And apart from that, we have so many other roads, so many other things that Senator Omisore did, like if it were a road, like in Ife, we have a number of projects that if I start to mention them now, time may not even permit us. Like if you specifically, we have Osogbo Ilesa Road, Ife-Wara Road, Erima Road, dualization, Mayfair Junction in Lagere, Irema Enowa Road, Ilesa Bypass Road, among others, that Senator Omisore influenced and they brought into Osun State. And for him to say that Senator Omisore lied is too wicked to say that. Well, I don't know, the cost is reducing. You don't commission project you don't have. You don't put anything on nothing. And for him to say that he is not commissioning any project because he wanted to reduce costs. What of the primary school he commissioned with fund fair, bringing about 3 television houses, radio stations, and all the newspapers in the world, and even musicians to come and commission the project, the primary project for that matter. Even the Freedom Park he said he commissioned with about 3 television houses, radio station, and all these things. These are just the 2 things he could lay his hand onto. And he commissioned them with billions of naira, not millions, billions of naira. So what else? And I want to alert people that some of these projects are federal government projects. If you go to Isale Osun in Osogbo, it's UBEC and SUBEP project. That is federal government project. It's been completed by federal government. Now it's 2011 SUBEP project. He will now pretend to commission it. It's federal government. People should know that this is federal government project. And people in Osun State will not leave Osun State because it's being run by a stranger now that they will not bring federal presence. Federal presence is still in Osun State. And anytime you want to commission that project, people should go there and see. It's written there clearly that it's federal government project. So people should not be deceived. It's in total mess. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. One, before Aregbesola came in WAEC, Osun State came second in the whole nation. But today, I don't even know whether we are able to come about 34th position in the whole of the federation. It's so bad that we don't even have anything to come to reckon with. 2, if you look at the issue of the uniform, he now decided because he has a garment, his wife has a garment industry called Omaluabi garment industry, and he wants to create work for the wife. I stand to be corrected. And they now said that every student in Osun State should use the same uniform. People in Ife-Wara, people in Ifon-Osun, people in Ilesa, people in Ife should wear the same uniform, so that even if a student commits an offense in Ife and he runs to Igbajo, nobody will be able to recognize that person. 2, issue of reclassification of schools. I don't know whether he wants to create his educational system for some state by himself without having any reckoning with the federal government. He now says primaries 1 to 4 should be in a place. Primaries 5 and 6, then GS 1, 2, 3 in another place, calling them middle school. And SS 1, 2, 3, call them high school. There is nothing like that in federal education policy, and it's creating that one. And he is now merging Christian school with Muslim school with traditional school and all these things. So much chaos in school now. If you look at what really happened in the whole local government Baptist school, people now wear hijab to school. When the Christian now went and brought in the choir rope, the traditionalists, they went and brought in a gungun into school. It has never happened in the history of Osun State. So the education system in Osun State is in total mess. Only a very brilliant person in the nature of people like Komisori can revive this education system. And they are talking of Ogbeni in Osun State. Ogbeni was brought in with about almost 9 billion, 8 point something billion to do Ogbeni. And Ogbeni is just like pump top that they want to give to people. They now said they have uploaded the textbooks in Ogbeni. Number one, I want you to know that out of about 150-something thousand Ogbeni that they're supposed to do with 8 point something billion, only about 10,000 Ogbeni is available. Two, the textbook that was uploaded, the textbooks that were uploaded in the Ogbeni were outdated, not in the one that WAEC recommended. Three, the teachers that are supposed to use Ogbeni are not educated in the area of computer, and you don't deliver what you don't know. Four, students are now using these, the few ones that have Ogbeni, they have access to Ogbeni, they are using it to watch blue film. Many of them, and that is why they are now saying that, okay, the government is setting up a committee to look around the school. If you use Ogbeni to watch blue film, you will be sanctioned and all these things. That is afterthought. They are confused totally. They don't know what they are doing. Only God will save us.